welcome back to the Lean Girl Kitchen, my girls. Today I'm going to be baking up another Lean Girl, low calorie, high protein sweet treat for all of you sweet tooth sisters that are trying to get lean but still want to enjoy all of the sweet, delicious, tasty things in life. Yes, is that you? Because that's me. Now today I'm going to be making a protein pancake, but it is not any protein pancake. It is a raspberry cheesecake filled. Yes. Raspberry cheesecake filled protein pancake. So you're actually going to be learning two things from me today. Number one, how to make a really delicious, basic, plain, simple protein pancake, which works every single time. And super low in calories. Like for the whole recipe, it makes around 4 pancakes, 4 or 5, and like 170 calories, 160, and it's basically pure protein. And the second thing is I'm going to show you how to do the cream cheese filling, the raspberry cream cheese filling, which we are going to be adding into our pancakes today. So before we get started, if you haven't yet done it, subscribe to the channel, support your girl. Give this video a thumbs up. It always helps my channel and helps me to bring you guys more recipes here on YouTube, so don't forget to do that. And let's get straight into the recipe. Okay, so we are going to be starting off with some egg whites. So I've got my trusty scale here. You guys always ask me where it's from, and honestly I can't tell you because I've had it for so long. I do not even remember where I got it from. But okay, so we are going to be starting with 120 grams of egg whites. So this is just regular egg whites. If you are trying to do the same if you're just measuring out your eggs, it'll be 4 egg whites. So that's the equivalent, 120 grams of egg whites, which you can just measure out, a little bit over, which you can just measure out on your scale. So as I mentioned, these are really divine and high in protein. So a lot of the protein pancakes use like oat flour and you know, a carb, which I don't have anything against. But when you're trying to hit your protein goal, and you just have a few calories left, you can basically make a whole stack of these pancakes, which is winning in my eyes. Okay, now we're going to pop in some protein powder. So I'm going to be using the Meta Lab today. This is the vanilla bean flavor, which is great in a lot of recipes because it's really versatile. So if you are going to choose any of the flavors, this one you guys will see I use a lot in my recipes, and the taste is so good. Only half a scoop of protein powder for this recipe. So pop in half a scoop of that. By the way, I also have a discount code for you guys. If you hop onto the MetaLab website, that's the only place to get it is online. You can use LeanGirl15 and you can make use of our discount. Okay, then we are going to be popping in some Greek yogurt. So just 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt, which is around 40 grams. And this is the Gourmet Greek. It's my favorite Greek yogurt because it is so divine and thick and got extra protein in as well. So just 2 tablespoons, which again is around 40 grams if you do want to measure it out. Okay. Then, and by the way guys, I'm not a huge fan of the banana pancakes just because I'm not a huge banana fan in general. So if you also are one of those people, this recipe you are going to love. Then I'm going to be popping in some baking powder because we do want that little bit of a rise. So just half a teaspoon of baking powder into the mix. And what else? Okay, sweetener, because there are pancakes after all. Depending on how sweet your protein powder is, you can either get away with 1 or you can do 2, totally up to you. I'm just doing 1 because the MetaLab is pretty sweet. Throw that in. And what else? What else? Oh, one more thing is vanilla. So I love vanilla essence. In any baking, I always like to add it. So just 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And of course, we do also have the vanilla bean flavor from the MetaLab. Just the extra vanilla. And it's really that simple. Yeah, boy. Okay, so I'm gonna move over to my little whisk here because I bought a rose gold whisk so that I could show it to you guys. So I'm like, I may as well actually use it. 9 times out of 10, actually, a spoon will do, but because I've got it, I'm gonna use it. So it may take you a little while, but you just wanna mix everything in. If you'd like, you can actually pop this into the NutriBullet and actually give it a good blend as well if you don't want to do any of the elbow grease. Okay, and then our pancake pancake batter is ready. Now remember, these are not flapjacks. Well, in South Africa, we call them like flapjacks. These are not flapjacks, these are actually pancakes. So they are the thinner ones that you add the fillings into the middle. So let's head over to the stove and I'm going to show you guys how to cook these up. Okay, so you want your pan to be reasonably hot, and then you are just going to take some spray and cook and give it a generous spray. What I like to do is I actually like to pour my mixture into something that has a lip, and in that way it makes it really easy to pour into the pan. Okay, so when your pan is hot, you are going to put some into the middle, and now it's all in the wrist action. So you actually want to move the pan as you pour in your mixture. And you can gently start lifting it from the edges as you see it starting to cook. And then give it a flip. And repeat until your mixture is done. Okay girls, time for the fun part. Let's make our strawberry cheesecake filling. So the recipe made 3 pancakes. I normally actually make 4, but that's with my slightly smaller pan. So 3 pancakes that we already have ready. And now I'm gonna do our raspberries. So I've just got some normal raspberries here. I got these from the spa. And in my recipe, just calorie wise, I'm doing 60 grams of berries, which is around that amount. Love raspberries. By the way, you could also do this with strawberries, you could do this with blueberries, any berries you like, will do the trick. Okay, 1 sachet of sweetener. I want you to sprinkle over your berries. And then what we're gonna do is add just a touch of water, like tiny amount, and I want you to pop them into the microwave, and in seconds, we are gonna have a lovely raspberry sweet syrup. Alright, now we're going to do the cheesecake part, which is the fun part. So I've got a bowl here, and I'm going to be using my Greek yogurt again. You can use plain low-fat yogurt if you like. Another one which is really yummy, I think the brand is called Authenticos. It is so delicious and creamy. Oh my word. Alright, so we're using about 100 grams of yogurt that we are going to be popping in. And then we are actually going to be using cottage cheese as well. So just want to make sure that the sauce doesn't boil over. You may have to watch it. And so I'm going to be using fat-free cottage cheese, which is going to give us that cream cheese tangy flavor that we want. You want to use definitely the smooth one. Chunky is not the same. Okay, so you're going to be doing 50 grams of cottage cheese. I'm just eyeballing it now, but it's around plus minus right. And then of course we want our cream cheese to be sweet, so I'm going to be adding 2 sachets of sweetener. And then to really give us that cream cheesy kind of texture, I'm going to be adding some of the Simply Delish. This is the 0 sugar vanilla flavored pudding, and I'm going to be adding around 10 grams, which is around a teaspoon. And then you want to give it a good old mix. This is actually a very similar recipe to what I did on my protein pancakes, my protein donuts, which is so good. And this is now going to turn into the most thick, delicious, cream cheesy, cheesecakey frosting. Okay, mix so you don't have any lumps. And then taste it, because so good. You could do it without the sugar-free pudding if you don't have any, but it definitely does add to that cheesecakey flavor. So let's check on my raspberries to see if our sauce is done. Okay, it is ready. Look at that beautiful raspberry color. Guys, you do not have to eat awful food, dry chicken and broccoli. You can eat delicious raspberry cheesecake pancakes, and you can get lean. By the way, guys, all of these recipes are inside my Lean Girl Kitchen Coach. If you haven't yet checked it out, link in the description. That is my ultimate Lean Girl recipe hub with all of my Lean Girl recipes, macro and calorie calculated, taking the guesswork out of your meals for fat loss. So, okay, let's go ahead and fill these babies. Okay, so we'll do one at a time. And you'll see it's quite a lot of filling, which is really wonderful because, I mean, no one wants a half-filled pancake, right? So you can fill it up really nice and generously. And then you can just give your raspberry mixture a bit of a... How good does this look? So saucy and delicious. Okay, and then you're just gonna roll each of these wonderful pancakes up. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about these. And it's okay if the sauce starts spilling out a bit. No one's gonna be upset about that. Okay, let's finish off this last bit of delicious cream cheesy, high protein deliciousness. I actually put a tiny bit too much water in here, so don't go wild on the water because you want it to be more thick than it is thin. And then just roll up your last little honey. Oh man. And there you have it, my darling girls. Your delicious raspberry cheesecake, protein pancakes, and all of these with the filling is pretty much under 300 calories and pure protein, okay? So we didn't use cinnamon in this dish, but no dish that's a Lean Girl dish can go without cinnamon. So I'm gonna be sprinkling a bit of cinnamon on top. And then one of these new, you guys, I don't know, Walden's Farm, which is the calorie-free syrup, which I really love, has been out of stock for way too long. But I found this raspberry syrup at Discount. This brand is called Lean Gourmet, which is really actually really tasty. I'm really enjoying it. So I'm going to just add a little extra touch. Of course, not necessary. You can also use the rest of your raspberry sauce and put it on top. So pretty. And then of course I'm going to finish it off with a bit of cinnamon. Let's do the taste test. So excited. Guys, cheesecake is actually one of my favorite desserts ever. Like, I'm obsessed with cheesecake. So the flavor of this is so good. Really making use of my turntable. Okay, so G's got to get like the full vibe of me breaking into this so you guys can see what the middle of this looks like. Basically a cheesecake. Like,
wow.
Have you ever got to get the middle? Like, it's glorious. It's glorious. I mean, how could you not be happy if you were having this for breakfast? Right, right, right. Sweet, tangy, cinnamon, raspberry, cheesecake. I'm winning. I feel like I'm winning with this recipe. I cannot wait for you guys to try this one. I know that you're gonna love it. I'm sure it will become your new breakfast favorite. Trust me, if you try this, you're gonna be having it for breakfast every single day. Or you can have it as a snack, or you can have it as dessert. Whatever you damn well please. Under 300 calories for this entire stack, and it basically tastes like raspberry cheesecake. So there you are, my darling girls. Remember, you can get all of my recipes inside my Lean Girl Kitchen Coach. That's my ultimate recipe hub full of high protein, low calorie recipes that are fit for fat loss and that are gonna help you to achieve all of your lean body goals. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and leave comments below and let me know what meal you want me to make over next. Otherwise, look out for more videos, more recipes from me and here on the Legal YouTube channel. Much love. Bob is your uncle. I don't know why I always say that. Okay, so now for the fun part. Is it recording? It's recording.
I'm definitely...
Wait!
Oh, right.